So we have a trader here. Looks like we have our city down below. And that looks like a pretty nice spot for our base overlooking. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice, and welcome to episode 42 of our Rebirth playthrough of 7 Days to Die, the Purge. And it's moving day. We're getting excited. So I cleared out all of the farm plots overnight, did our last harvest, or this morning I should say. That's why it's a little bit later than I would like to. I've already put the food items in the APC. I did forget to bring these, so I guess I should bring some foods. Eat the ones that I can't. We're probably going to end up not bringing everything, unfortunately. This is frustrating, leaving stuff behind, but I don't have a choice. I guess we can eat one of those. What are the that's bonus loot. I don't know. It's weird having these loot stage, bonus loot. Like those in combination with each other would be fantastic. Experience, which would be great for that's cutting down wood. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'll drop those back over there. All right. A little more distilled water. I can get another one of you anywhere, so I'm fine there. All right, I'm taking the tools out of these like I did at the last one, just to make it easier for our transition. Yeah, you're just not gonna. You're just not. It's not gonna happen. Okay, yep, got those, or that. Got that. We'll spend more time on that once we get back to our final destination. I guess I don't need those crappy batteries, do I? So many decisions, so many decisions. I did get all of the tools, though, right? Yep, this is important. I can make those easy when I get to the next spot, so I'm not as concerned about that. Nope, you're good there. You, I actually want to bring because I don't have any other of you. Okay. Everything else we leave in its place. Oh yeah, bring those. Okay. So let me run down and put this stuff in. I want to get as much stuff that I know in the APC. Actually, engine-wise. Okay, so I did have those. Those were in there. Okay, good. Refueled what I have. You are fully completed, right? Yeah. All right, good. All right. Of the things in here, 500. An extra stack for a few just doesn't work for me. Boiled water, same thing. One stack should be fine. Just looking for things that I don't need to bring with me. Ground charcoal, I can make that very easy. So hold off on that. That's only one stack. I can make that easily. Okay, so these things we're leaving behind. Now I got to start going through those 3 chests. Some of it will actually still fit into the vehicle. I'm just going to put you guys off in this corner here of stuff that I decided to leave behind. Okay. That's the max that will fit in me right now. I love the fact that I can be completely filled up and have no real issues with my movement. Okay, of the things we brought, I don't think I want to bring any, and I don't need an extra drone, any of the tool or weapon mods. I think we find enough of those when we get there. Okay, so you're all stuff there. Okay. I need you for distillers. Okay, so APC is full. Now whatever else I bring is going to be either on my inventory or my pet's inventory. Don't need you guys. I do need you, actually. Okay. Oh, my new weapons. All right. It's a back and forth. You know what? This might be... Yes, let's call this. Let's make this a double episode because of the amount of time. I want to have a full day in the desert, or the winter bomb. So we're going to spend one more day getting things kind of ready. I want you and you, so I can put your stuff in there. That way, I do have more stuff when I want to do with the cellar, and I have some more things. So rather than panicking and getting there at the the end of the day, we'll cut out a little bit of my running around panicking. So you probably won't ever even know what happened. That way, I can get this taken care of. So yeah. So I'm gonna take a break here. When I get everything situated and loaded, we'll come back over there, and then we'll probably do a little bit last minute selling. Last minute tour of everything, and then maybe I'll go mining overnight for some nitrate or something. Yeah, that works. All right, so let me relax, get the rest of this stuff taken care of, and then I'll be back. So small update. So this is my chest that I'm going to be taking with me. Everything else is either in the APC or inside the pets or anything over there. So I actually am able to fit. This is all stuff I'm selling. I am glad that I decided to do this because these stacks that I wasn't able to do. 547 grand. These are like, holy cow! I was out of money. Now I'm not out of money because look at that. So we're gonna do a big sell. This is actually gonna be nice. So we're gonna actually be sitting fairly okay on money. Okay, so I think I am going to make a trip. So I'm going to start heading there, but I'm actually going to stop at the shale mine overnight. That way I can, as I'm pretty sure that there was also some nitrate in there too. So it seems like a decent way to spend the rest of our evening. I think my drinks were in here for the single, although I may not need to. We'll find out, but because I put all those points into my strength stuff, I may not need those potions anymore. So we'll see. But we are going to head for the El Shale mine, which is technically on our way back into the forest. So we're kind of a step closer, but that means we are done. We're done with our old base. Served us well, but it is time to move on. Alright, change of plans. We're going to head over to our mine that we know is good. Because it's on the way again. That's what I should have did in the first place. Alright, I went to work on that nitrate mine, and we did good. We are sitting at over 20,000. Okay. We are heavily loaded, but we are still able to make it. Alright. Yep, let's head for there. What our plan is for this morning is to get into the winter. So actually, technically, now that we're out of the desert, I can actually swap. Let me get out of here. So I no longer need the desert stabilizer. So I can now swap it with the winter. So when I get in there, I will immediately be covered. So that's good. All right. So we're going to get to the winter. We need to find the city. Just destroying stuff. We need to find the city. And we need to find a trader. I don't know if there's how many traders there could be, so there could be more than one trader. So city and wherever the trader is that's close to where we're going to set up our base. Yeah, it's a bear. That's going to be close to our base. We'll get a small little rooftop thing set. Oh, boy. At least it goes off the road, or off-road well. Yeah, so get things set up on the roof. Identify a location where we want our actual permanent base to be. And then we'll see how much time we have left at that. Maybe we can go knock out a first initial purge to celebrate. But I'd also like to really get started. So now that we're actually heading towards the winter, and again, this all depends on finding the right location, but I want a mountain overlook. So I want to be pretty high up. So I'm going to, wherever we decide that we're going to be living, I'm going to have to probably clear out a lot of space, or flatten out, I should say, so I can get a nice little building area. So it's a good building area, but I also need to get set up for how we're going to be dealing with the hordes, because on a mountain that could be could be bad if they're coming down from all over the place. So I need to make sure that I have a good system for dealing with the zombies, because again, that's the key part of us being able to move in prior to being 25% through. And okay, no, I'm still not the right numbers. Yeah, so I need to make sure I can actually deal with the mobs and have a spot for all of our crafting and storage before we actually get in there. Man, this thing just beats things up. So that's what we're doing. Okay, it's a passing gas, which is not a bad location for a base if the trader was nearby, but I think that's in place of the trader. Okay, where are we in accordance with this? Okay, so we have, is this the city? So we'll go around. Yeah. Usually, and I'm glad that that's still kind of the thing, but the traders tend to be around the outsides of the village, so we'll get a feel for how big this village is. I'm still waiting for it to change from the numbers for the pine forest to the numbers for the winter. Let's keep going around. Those are some nice mountains. That's kind of pretty up there. This seems to be a fairly decent sized city, so it might be a larger number. We'll see. Or it could just be really a spread out one. Oh, those mountains are pretty. I would love if we could actually be up in those, because again, I want a place with a view, but the way I have in my mind of how I want to do this horde base, it's also going to be pretty tough. And I'm hoping somewhere I can find somebody that sells SMGs. I can make one gun now. We got the reward that had that gun. It'd be nice if we could actually make more. All right, do we have a trader on this side here? Yes. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Do we have a place that we can live, or is this going to be kind of out of the blue? Oh. Okay. All right. Hold on. So we have a trader here. Looks like we have our city down below. And that looks like a pretty nice spot for our base overlooking. Okay. What do you sell? I'm curious for the special vendors.
These fuckers rumble into it.
Yeah, I know. Any special missions? Nope. Do you have anything special that you have for sale? No. Okay, who else do we have? I was only in the winter biome for a little bit on my single player playthrough, so I don't fully know everything. Am I able to? Okay, we'll be able to. What? I thought I had this on. I don't have my axe with me. Yeah, I still can't. Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say I thought I couldn't loot things. Okay, there's somebody in there. Helen, do you talk to me? Yes, you do. Okay, you're selling all the quests. Okay, gotcha. Alright, all these are workable. So I still haven't found the unique vendor yet.
We buy, sell,
There.
trade.
Okay, that's my guess. And here. Oh, Lorenzo. Come back when you've killed 150 shock zombies. Okay, so he won't let me buy stuff yet, but I could get a fire immune. I don't have enough for the shock immune and explosion. These are mods I could put in there, which would protect me from those. Okay, that's good. And you can also equip your dogs with those, which is also good. And yes, we definitely want to buy tier 3. That is awesome. So now, when we summon them, they will bring 3. That's all you have. Okay. Oops. All these glorious things I wish I could loot, but I can't. Alright, what do you sell me? Steal a little bit of gunpowder, not a lot. I'm good on solar cells. Okay, ammo. We can definitely buy ammo from him. That'll be nice. We'll have to look into that, making sure we're paying attention. Okay.
Well, I hope the Zedheads get a full belly tonight on your sorry ass.
That's right. You're a jerk again. Okay. What do we have here? Hold on. All right, let's back up. I want to, before we go out exploring, and I brought the bike again because until we find our vehicle, we're stuck, stuck on foot, or running around with this beast of a. Okay. I don't trust this because it's not high enough. They can reach and damage it. But this roof access might actually be okay. So I'm curious how this is going to work now. Let's try a little melee. Okay, come on up. And we got the shocking zombies. Okay. Oh. Okay. And why am I trying to loot stuff? I don't really have the capability of looting. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Okay. Wow. I may have a new, and I don't even, because it's gonna have like a really cool like final tier weapon as well. Holy cow! I know it's probably because I have all the points that I put into all the different things and whatnot, but man, oh man, oh man, I like a lot. I really do. Okay, now let's see what's on the roof. Should just be empty. Okay, and I need to hold on. First off, I need to get rid of you. Technically, I can really jump now, so I could. Nah, we'll leave that down there. Unless something happens to let me know that I need to. We'll leave it there. Oh my goodness, I like this a lot. I am telling you right now that this sword is fun. Okay. So we're gonna start with this for now as our storage. I think these are pretty big. Each one of these is, yeah, okay, large. Okay, gotcha. I'm still saving my actual storage chest for up there. But, okay, crafting parts and bulk materials. Normally I have those separated, but I think here we're going to, at least for now, and then unless I get some more of this and I can actually separate them some more, then I can rethink that. But for now, all right, I'm gonna get my storage situated and my crafting benches situated, and then I will be right back. Okay, everything is set up. All my vehicles are emptied now, and my storage is, at least for what I have right now. And I might tweak it some more as we go. I definitely want. I don't have my. Yeah, I don't have the. Oh, nothing's turned on to. See, that's a good thing to think about. I gotta turn off all the Wi-Fi. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I need to at least get the basics of our crafting stuff out. All of our workstations. So I will do that really quickly, and then I will be right back. Our rooftop is. This is actually a pretty decent rooftop. I still got to figure out what to do about my crops, and I'm thinking I'm going to put them up there. Make a path that goes from here up to there. I won't be living in it, so it should fairly be safe. With all the stuff we got, I'm curious how much I could actually make of this. What am I short on? I'm short on lead. Of course I am. Interesting. So I definitely going to need to find a lead mine. But over here... What am I missing for ammo here? Gunpowder. So I could make, and how much gunpowder? I can make 454, so I need about, let's just make 15 just to be safe. Okay. And technically, I think I can also make a new sword. So it's now a tier 2. Might as well. I mean, what else am I doing with all this stuff? Gotcha. That'll be ready soon. Okay. I think that's a tier 5 over there. So let's look at our map. You know what? what I want to do is I want to see my mountain. I need to see what work I've got cut out for me. So let's head over there. So we've got our bike. That'll be the other thing. I need to find a vehicle fairly quickly so we can get around a little bit better. But again, first thing I want to do, okay, is just make sure that there's none of these cars along the way. I want to look at our mountain, our perspective base. This is going to be interesting because getting the vehicle up there, because it's going to be up high, so I have to make a fairly long ramp with like the wedges. I don't want it to be all the way up the top, so it's going to be kind of like some kind of middle ground, like up there. So let's see. All right, you know what? Nope, I'm not taking the bike. All right. I will pick you up though. Okay. I want to be at a decent elevation. For the most part, I'm looking for that view. Okay. Yeah. This is a view. Okay. So this is where we got to chop off. Where am I right now? 83. Oh, that's our first cat. Cool. Grab you. Yeah. Okay. Because I want it to be fairly long. Right now I'm at what, 83. So this is what we're going to have to do, a lot of digging to get to where we want to go. And then build out. So this is what, 70s. And the reason why I'm not trying to go super high is I still got to be able to get my vehicle up to me. All right. So say this right here would be a decent height. It's going to be a long wedge going up there, but how far are we? It's not going to be as difficult as it seems to get this all leveled out, because I'm going to be digging underneath. This is where we're going to get a lot of our what you call it, stone. Okay, so let's see. How many blocks is it over here? That's all right. So let's say if we start right. Let's find out what the forward edge is. This is kind of why I wanted to come out here. I got to figure out how I want to do this. Okay. So basically this will be the front edge. And oh, oops. We got a lot of wildlife. Okay. So if this is our front here, we're at what, 73? Okay, I like it. Okay, so that 73 is there. Going this way, so let's see. I'm gonna count in my head. I'll eventually level this out, but I'm just trying to see how far we're going this way. Yes, okay, this is good. This is good. This is really good, I think, because this is going to give me a good level. So I'm going to bring this down over there, and we'll take it to there. And then we're going to come up this way and then back over. And then we're going to dig out from underneath it. The whole thing will come down. So our first few days of base work is just going to be out here digging. Like a lot of digging. Like my nights are just going to be out here digging. And one thing I did, and I didn't say it on camera yet, but when I was kind of tweaking the craziness that was going on, nights. I turned off events at night. And that's just because most of the time at night I'm not on camera. That's when I'm doing like the housework, the busy work, the stuff that I can't do on camera. And when that happens, it just kind of really takes away that one little bit of time. I think I really have to do some like, especially at this part. So just so you know, night events are turned off. So once it's 22, from 22 to 04, I've got 6 hours to really get work done. So that's kind of what's going to be happening tonight. So I want to get a feel first here, as I'm getting this to a level point, how many blocks this is. because it's going to be kind of squared off going the other direction, and that'll tell me exactly where over there to get my full square. Because that's going to be the first part of this whole thing to figure out is how big is this platform. And it's not all. So the plan is there's going to be a big platform, and then on a corner of it that takes up possibly maybe 1/3 or a half to 2/3 of that whole area is going to be the built platform that we're going to be living on top of, and that'll include our horde base and our living base. And I have some ideas for that, but I want to have the edge of that, like the edge of the platform and the edge of my living platform are going to be at the same point, and it's going to be a sheer drop on both sides going down. So I'm really cutting myself some work, but I needed a lot of cobble, because again, this one we're going to build a lot with just straight cobble right from the beginning. And I don't know why I'm rounding this off. I'm more. Oh, we got a wandering horde, don't we? Darn it! Right when I'm getting close. All right. Yeah, I need. It's gonna be rounded here, rounded there. So it needs to go that way far enough. So right now, yeah. All right. It's at 1727. Yeah. I think there's right now it's probably already a very long episode. So I'm gonna work on this for a little bit here. I'll pop back in before I sign off for the night, and then I'll spend the rest of the night working this. But we've got our area for living in set up for now. And we've got our new future base ready to go too. I am really gonna love swords. I can already tell so much carnage and mayhem. So anyways, we get to work, and I will come back here in a few in-game hours and show you sort of where we're at. Okay, so small update. So I've got this initial part figured out. So we're gonna go 40. 40 blocks is gonna be the platform width up there. It's actually gonna go longer than 40, but that's going to be at a different level. It's going to drop down kind of around it. So we're going to go 40 this way, and I think I want to go at least 50 the other direction is my guess. So again, work cut out, but I'm going to keep working on this one, because the biggest thing is I can't do anything else until I clear out what's on top. So I've got to get the mountain sculpted first, and then we can actually do other stuff. So that's kind of like my real big priority right now as far as the winter goes. And my 1 of 126. Okay, yeah, so we actually have our number now. So 126, which is a little bit higher than the desert, but definitely lower than the pine forest. So my guess is we're probably going to need to do somewhere around 80 plus POIs. I think it was 78 is what we needed in the desert. So because of the difference on there, my guess is like 85-ish around there will be our number. Okay, so again, 40 this way. And then I'm going to start the same thing where I'm going to start going over the top to get the feel for it. But that's going to be, and I'll kind of count as I go. But I want to go 50 this way, I think. Well, maybe we'll go 40-40, and if I need to expand it, yeah, let's do it. Let's go 40-40. If I have to expand it, then I can just do the extra, and it won't be that much extra work. All right, back to work. All right, it's starting to get dark, but I've clawed my way up to this point, and I've got this is at 40. So then I think what I need to then do, as I kind of really start this hollowing out process, is I might as well take it this way as well. So that's my work for tonight. At the bare minimum, to try to get down to, I think it's at 73 is what we're making our base level. So tell me what you guys think. I'm excited. As we do more work, I think it'll start to come together. But I think I can make it look really cool, especially with the textures we can paint, so we can make it look like a real fortress. That's kind of what I'm going for in this one. I'm looking for a real strong fortress, up on a snowy mountain peak. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about how this is going to look, how it's going to turn out. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm hoping to get a lot of materials as we're doing this. And then, of course, we'll get some purging done. But again, the first episode or so, I really want to focus on getting the dirt moved so we can actually have something to start building on. So, cool. All right, so that's the end of the episode. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and give me a like if you have not already subscribed. Again, I would really appreciate your, the subscription. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.